John, we'll start with you first of all. Sea the Stars, he's now officially rated the best horse in the world on the flat at the moment. How is he?
Well, he's in good form. You know, he's all set for York next Tuesday. We have another big race before we come here. So we're just waiting on the weather, see what the ground is like. And tomorrow's to be a wet day, so we just have to see what the ground is like at the end of that before making a final plan to run. But all being well, he'll run at York on Tuesday next, and then if all goes well there, we hope to be here, obviously.
And John, you've won this race twice before, Timarita back in '96 and most recently the great Hazamore as well. He's obviously a joy to train, Sea the Stars.
Oh, he is, yeah, very straightforward. You know, a lovely horse in every way. No problems so far. He's thank goodness he's had a trouble-free life, really, you know, more or less. You know, you'd wait a long time to get a horse like him, a lifetime really. Not everybody gets a horse like that.
And a sense of deja vu, this time last year you were here for the 2-year-old maiden, and of course that's where it all started from. He was very impressive in winning his maiden here. Then the last time we saw him on Irish soil was when he won the Beresford here late on last season at Leopardstown. So it's a great for the home team to see the Stars having his first run in Ireland of the season.
That's right. It's hard to believe, but you know, all his races have been abroad. That's the nature of the thing. Of course, the Irish Derby would have been his chance to run in front of the home crowd, but it wasn't to be. But we're looking forward to running him here. It's obviously a major objective for him.
Mick, you've had a wonderful career to date. If we were here we'd take 2 weeks to go through all the horses you rode, but you've won this race 6 times. Sea the Stars must rate high up there with all the horses you've ridden throughout your career to date.
Yeah, he's a very special horse. He's a very unique horse that can win a Guineas, a Derby, and go on and eclipse 3 different distances. They're a rarity, so that stands in itself. And he's a rare individual.
He's a great temperament as well. I remember watching him going down to the start for the Epsom Derby. He was taking everything in his stride that day. Yeah,
he's a very intelligent horse. Takes everything in around him and takes it in his stride. You know, it seems to enjoy. He has a sense of purpose about him. He has an aura about him. I think he knows he's special. He struts his stuff a bit. He's a bit of a show-off, I think.
And when he won the Eclipse most recently, he looked like he'd loads left in the tank. He didn't really have to dip him, and that race has worked out extremely well. Michael Stout's horse, Conduit, has gone on and won a King George, and of course Aidan's horse, who finished second that day, won the Sussex Stakes, Rip Van Winkle.
Well, we had to dip him, all right. We ran very fast time. I think it was the fastest time run in 19 years. Over 300 odd races run at the same distance, and that was the fastest. Rip Van Winkle arrived at a great challenge, and my fella had to dip. He had to repel his challenge. As the other horses proved, he's a very good horse. But he always has something to offer, my fella. He always has something in the tank. He's not a horse that would ever go on and win 4 or 5 lengths, but yeah, you know, he has done really well so far.
Aidan, Fame and Glory, you've won this race 5 times to date. Back-to-back wins with Dylan Thomas and of course Oratorio, High Chaparral and the Iron Horse Giants Causeway. Fame and Glory, he was only beaten once in his career. Won 2 Derby trials here. Very impressive in winning the Ballysacks, I thought.
Yeah, we always thought obviously he was a very good horse, Kevin. He came through all his tests all the way along. He's a horse with stamina, speed, good temperament. Just very straightforward horse.
He stays well, obviously, as we saw in the Derby, but he seems to have a good turn of foot as well, as we saw when he won over 1.25 miles in the Ballysacks.
Yeah, loads of class. Like what you said, stays well, good temperament, evenly run 1.25 miles. He just seems to be very happy at.
And the Derby, the Epsom Derby, you've a length and 3 parts to make up on, of course, Sea the Stars. Would you be quite confident that he could reduce that margin?
Yeah, like obviously never confident, always hopeful. Like you said, there's loads of class. We never, we never thought that 1.25 miles or 1.5 miles would be any problem to him. Came out of Epsom very well and progressed well to the Curragh. He's had a good break in the middle of the season now, and he's just ready for a start back run. So looking forward to seeing him the next time.
And of course the Tattersalls Irish Champion Stakes is one of the most prestigious races in the racing calendar in Ireland, and it's very important for later on in the career when they go to stud.
Yeah, obviously one of the most important, if not the most important race of the year. Seemingly this is the race where all the best horses line up every year, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. Like this has been the race for the last 7, 8, 10 years, you know, so it's very important, very prestigious, very special to a horseman, especially if they're going to stud.
Johnny, you won this race for John Ox, your old boss, on Timarita. She was a fantastic mare. You must be really looking forward to a mouth-watering clash on the 5th of September.
Oh, yes, of course. You know, it's on home soil. It's Leopardstown. Get a huge crowd here. Tattersalls have great to sponsor the race. You know, we need big sponsors for these big races. As Aidan said, it's the best race run in Ireland for all age horses, fillies, colts, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. It's always very competitive, and the best horse always wins it. You know, it's a great trial and great race, and I'm delighted to be part of it.
And Fame and Glory, only been beaten once. Of course, that was in Epsom in the English Derby behind, of course, Sea the Stars. Length and 3 parts to make up on him, but he's in good form.
Yeah, he's had a nice break. He worked here last week. I think he likes the track. He's freshened up well. He feels very well at home. And listen, we want to run against the best horses. We want to see the best horses run against each other, and I'm sure there'll be a true champion come out at the end of this great race.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank first of all the trainers John Ox and Aidan O'Brien, jockeys Mick Kinane and Johnny Murtagh, and look forward to seeing you all here and wish them the best of luck for the 5th of September, the Saturday 5th of September. We're back here at Leopardstown for what looks like a fantastic renewal of the Tattersalls Irish Champion Stakes, and the best race, hopefully, since that titanic battle between Fantastic Light and Galileo back in 2001. It'll be €20 full admission that day. We've all got the one enclosure, and look forward to seeing you all there.